What is happening, gamers? This is Bradley here and welcome back to another news roundup. And to kick us off, that 3 brand new characters have been confirmed to be playable in Hyrule Warriors. And those include the Goron Darunia, Sheik, and Princess Ruto, who are all taken from Ocarina of Time. Darunia will wield a massive hammer to deal some devastating attacks with a fire flare to accompany them. Sheik will use her daggers and a harp, and Princess Ruto will use water-based attacks, which you know makes sense considering she's a Zora, and they also give her some clothes. We also know now for Impa that alongside her giant sword, she'll also be able to use a scepter lance type weapon, and as for the new character Lana, she'll get a stick, where she'll be able to summon the Deku tree and even ride on the Deku sprout. There is also a screenshot of Lana using the leaf from the Wind Waker, but I'm not exactly sure if that's one of her primary weapons or if it's a secondary item, but it's in there too. Plus, considering those 3 new characters that were announced are from Ocarina of Time, Link and Zelda will be getting costumes from those games as DLC. But with the roster that's been announced so far, we now have 8 female characters and 2 male characters, and why they're deciding to announce like all the female characters at once instead of sprinkling them in between male announcements, I don't know. But we do know that half of the roster will be female, so there's that. And I'm calling it right now, the Postman will be playable. And from there, that Trine 2 Director's Cut was one of the original games that released on the Wii U eShop, and developer Frozenbyte has decided to release an enhanced version of the original Trine game, known as Trine Enchanted Edition, and is slated to release on the Wii U later this year. But what makes this new version different is that it's being remade using the Trine 2 engine, so it will have some new visual effects. But alongside that, it will also support online multiplayer and mid-level saving. And just like in Trine 2, if you've played it, there will be a warrior, a thief, and a wizard, and you'll use realistic physics to progress through the game, as it's a puzzle platformer. But other than that, we don't have a more concrete release date other than later in 2014. And considering the PC version is going to be $14.99, I'm going to assume the Wii U version will be the same price. And in some news with the upcoming exclusive Sonic games that have definitely been getting some mixed reactions, we now have some specific North American release dates. So Sonic Boom Shattered Crystal on the 3DS will be released on November 11th, and Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric on the Wii U will release a week later on November 18th. I've never really been a huge Sonic fan, so I'm not really excited about these upcoming games, but hey, you never know, they might turn out good. The 2 Sonic games are releasing during the holiday period, so they might get overshadowed by all the other stuff that gets released, whatever that may be. I mean, Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire are releasing a few days after Rise of Lyric, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But moving away from there, Ubisoft has confirmed that Tetris Ultimate will indeed be coming to the Nintendo 3DS this fall. Yippee. I mean, it's Tetris, and Ubisoft doesn't appear to be doing too much that's actually groundbreaking for the series. There'll be like 7 modes, and there will even be an exclusive single-player challenge mode for the 3DS version. It'll also support 1 to 4 players. In the press release, there wasn't any mention of online multiplayer for the 3DS version, so I'm not exactly sure about that, but there will be online leaderboards. And considering Tetris Ultimate is being distributed digitally on other platforms, I'm going to assume it's going to be a digital game on the 3DS as well. And finally is that a couple Kickstarter projects have successfully raised enough money where they'll be able to bring them to Nintendo platforms. The first game is The Deer God, which is an atmospheric survival platformer with a randomly generated 3D pixel world, and that will be coming to the Wii U. And the second game is Time Spinner, which is a 2D Metroidvania style game where you play as a young woman who can control time, and that will be coming to the 3DS. So both of these games might be up your alley, and it's just 2 more games that you can look forward to on the Wii U and 3DS respectively. And if you do care at all, it's also been confirmed that Disney Infinity 2.0 will release in North America on September 23rd. And if you do decide to pre-order the starter pack, you'll get a free Disney Infinity Marvel figurine, which is pretty neat. But that will bring us down to the news roundup. If you like what you saw, please give this video a thumbs up and add your favorites and all that good stuff. You can stay tuned for more news videos, video reviews, and That's on Miiverse episodes in the future. The 31st episode of That's on Miiverse will be going up this Saturday, so you can stay tuned for that. But I will talk to you later in the next video, guys. Bye!